Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Jurassic Park Hunter Legends. So last week we had just gotten our first taste of what Isla Poco has in store, and definitely seems to be a good map to use the hunting shotgun on because, like, it is dense as all heck. It's dense, it's hilly, it's basically going to be quite a challenge for us for the most part. So what I'm thinking of, it's probably going to be dumb, but I'm thinking, what if we decide to do a little bit like this? We haven't had a true, proper raptor hunt yet, so I figure maybe this will be a good area to kind of do it on. I mean, there's nothing I can really give in our favor. Let's face it, I'm a bad hunter, but this might at least provide some entertainment getting ambushed by the raptors with all the mountains and that around us. So everything looks to be about good. We'll keep Tranks on, and we'll see if maybe we can get lucky and actually break that 500-point barrier this episode. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. That, I think, is all in order, so we'll hop... or should I do the python? Yeah, maybe we'll do the ankylosaurus and the raptors. That way I can have the python, just in case. Everything looks good, so let's hop into a brand new hunt. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now. So we've got... Right, 1 is the pistol, 3 is the shotgun. Just one check. Okay, yeah, so binoculars are always going to be like that. Okay, there was one setting I tried adjusting to make it so I was told in the comments to set it to so that way the edges wouldn't be quite like this. But because I changed the resolution... Oh, just a Carnivore over there. God, that ambience is always going to get me. Yes, that right there. Because I manually changed the resolution up to the 1920 by 1080... I'm always going to have the little things on the side there, so I unfortunately can't do anything about that, but regardless, I'd rather do it this way, so that way the picture is much higher resolution than keeping it lower as it would be. So, we have raptors and the ankylosaur selected, so we might as well go big or go home, so let's see if we have any raptors nearby. Doesn't seem like it. And yeah, the entire map is all this, like, hill and mountains and stuff like that, so it's going to be very hard to get long-distance sighting on anything. I'll have to hope I'm a very good shotgun shot, otherwise we're going to be lunch for a lot of raptors this episode. Oh, just a Gallimimus. Not even a reply from the ankylosaur. And now, thing is, too, Isla Poco is a big map. So it could even be possible that we just didn't quite get lucky with where things are spawning, and they're actually in areas we might not really be close to. So we'll have to do a little bit of adventuring and hiking and climbing and all kinds of stuff, but the wind is not super against us, but also not super in our favor either. I honestly feel like that could have been an ankylosaur. I mean, that's probably just ambient sound, but I want to investigate it anyway. I'm going to be dumb like that. Okay, Carnivore up over there. I saw a little bit of something there. I think it was a Gallimimus. Yeah, Carnivore just right there. So what was it that we saw over this way? Oh yeah, just Gallimimus. It just decided to hide down there, although... Actually, being this close to the Gallimimus, they are very well textured. Look at how detailed the eye is. That's kind of rare to find in carnivores, is where the textures aren't super stretched on more finer details like that. I'd give a point and plus to that. Yeah, looks like this one might be quite the trick to go on. Hey, thank goodness for no fall damage. Okay, so Yeah, it's probably dumb, but we're going to actually go with the wind for a while. Probably follow it until, like, the island's end. And then maybe we can use that almost to get an idea and go, like, a V-shape. Follow it down, and cut right back up the other way, so that way we know the wind shouldn't be much of a problem. Oh, and we seem to be in luck. We may have our first ankylosaur up ahead. Yeah, that's definitely his call. Not a big fan of how the wind is blowing, though. Like, that's pretty much a giveaway if it's anywhere that way for it. Well, seems to have registered. It was more over this way, so we might be in luck still. Okay, out this way. Do I want to use the Colt or the shotgun? I feel like I'll actually want to use the pistol for him. Just because I think I want to save the shotgun more for, again, the raptors. Hopefully whenever we see one. And hopefully we see it before it sees us. But let's see about getting this Anky. Oh, there he is. Oh, this is probably going to be dumb, but... yeah, I didn't think that would actually work. I just thought I'd have to try doing a little bit more long range. That's something with carnivores is... I've usually been a very close range hunter because of the weapon sway and the shot deviation. But as in Carnivores Plus, when we got to the Great Lake, I was actually able to do some, I would kind of argue, shotgun sniping with it. So I wanted to see about trying to break that habit of mine, but it does not seem like it paid off. It seems all I did was basically scare the crap out of the ankylosaur to go running off. Well, Cretasaur right here, although the fact that we're by water makes me wonder how far the Anky might have gone. I don't know if it would have crossed or it would have treated that as like a barrier. Yeah, I'm not seeing it popping up there. I might have to skirt the coast for a while to see. Oh, actually, don't have to skirt that long. So he's right up over this way. And we want to still use the Colt for him, but I just got to get into trying to figure out where it's better to... Oh, I think he was bolting. I saw just kind of like the underbelly flash before for a moment there. God, that ambient is still going to get me every time I hear it, because it's what I'm used to hearing in something like Call of the Wild. Oh, okay, there you are, over there. There we go. I think the last one there was a Mortal Zone shot, because the others I don't know if they actually would have hit or not. And I don't think it would have taken quite just like 2 or 3 shots. Yeah, registers I think only about 2 shots, if that. Well, we've gotten at least one animal, so now we're on to the more dangerous of the two. And there's no telling where the raptors could be. They really live up to their Jurassic Park counterpart, where you gotta be super careful trying to even go after them. I think I'm going to do a little bit of sprinting and just call every now and then and see if we get a reply. It's hard to say where they could be. The map is so big that they could be spread out anywhere. I mean, the only raptors we encountered were kind of freak accidents on, I think it was Isla Poco before the remasters. Oh. God, that fits so well. Like, it's... If you're a Jurassic Park fan, that just is so ominous to hear out in the distance. It's so recognizable of a sound. Okay, well, we're not after you. Oh, there he is. Oh, a little tiny thing too, but... just because it's tiny doesn't mean you should underestimate how dangerous it is. I actually might try doing some shotgun sniping for this guy. Just because if they get in close... Oh, although this is problematic. Oh! So a Ceratosaurus as well. That's, not what I was expecting to find. And I have no idea where the raptor went either. I feel like maybe they both went that way? Because I was not expecting this, like, gully here. Okay, that's random, but I thought I was saying Velociraptor for a moment there. He might be on the other side of that hill there. But it's super hard to tell right now. Like, I think I'm hearing the Ceratosaurus still stomping. Okay, up there. Just saw a flash for a moment of his colors. And an ankylosaur very close, too. God, everything is up on this ridge. I don't want to be, like, super bold. Okay, well, we might actually be able to call him to us. Like, the raptor, I do not know how we're going to figure out approaching him. At least with the ankylosaur up there. If he does come close enough, maybe if we're lucky with a mortal zone shot, we can get him down. But he's still just a little back from where I'd like. I can definitely hear the Ceratosaurus. I didn't think the Ceratosaurus would spawn unless they were selected, but I guess it must only be the T-Rex and the Spinal like that. I know you're right there. You want to come a little closer? There we go. Okay, I'm not hearing, like, the rush of footsteps towards us, so I think the Cerato got spooked by that and might have ran off. That still means there's a raptor that's somewhere along the ridge here. Possibly. It might have gotten spooked as well. God, I hate that ambience! God, every other game teaches you that if you hear that kind of stuff, to be careful, but this one is using it definitely against me. Okay, so here's a little bit of an area where we could get up on the ridge, but I think I'd prefer to use this as a spot to possibly bring the raptor down to us at. Depending on where he is. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, there it is. So maybe we'll just approach him. Yeah, even for a raptor, he seems very tiny. Okay, nothing else coming, but look at the little guy. I'm glad we got him in just the 2 shots, but he... It's hard to say if just because of his size he didn't seem super fast, or maybe I'm mixing him up more with the Velociraptor from Carnivores Plus. But we still gotta be careful of those guys. And we also have to watch for anything like the Ceratosaurus or Dilophosaurus out, too. Okay, just create the Saur that's making a little bit of noise. I'm hoping we're far enough from where the Ceratosaur was, we should be fine. Now, is there anything... I can't really see anything, like, standing out on the map to go and look at. It's just, like, such a mess of ridges and hills and... the like, so it's kind of hard to get a bearing there. This... Oh, this almost makes me feel like it would fit... Like, I'm trying to remember, the Predator movie, when did that come out? Was that, like, the 80s? I feel like carnivores, like, would have captured that essence so well. Like, look at how dense this jungle is, not sure where anything is, and just, like, hearing little sounds of it. God, but Isla Poco definitely gives you that claustrophobic feeling of, like, everything is so dense and close, you don't know what's around you. And one of the cool things is almost that, like, seeing the Ceratosaurus there reminds me a lot of how we first started Jurassic Park Hunter Legends, and we saw that raptor up on the hill in, like, one of the first 3 episodes. That is always going to get me. I don't like that it is, but it just seems that's what's going to happen whenever that plays. Okay, let's kind of hop our way up and... Oh. I guess it's a good thing we're nearing the time limit. We had quite a bit of snowfall in my area, which meant quite a bit of shoveling and snow blowing, so... Winter might look pretty, but it's a pain in the ass. Okay. Let's see. Not really spawning anything out there. Haven't heard any replies from either one. Well, I'm hoping we can maybe get one more raptor, and then we can head back. Yeah, not really getting any replies. The map is just, again, so dense and so rugged. There's no telling exactly what can be nearby, or, if anything, hiding behind hills or ridge or a mound. Well, you know, I was hoping more for Raptor, but I will still take an Ankylosaur, because it is a nice little bundle of points. Well, yeah, I just heard him, so I think he's up on top of that somewhere. So we'll just be ready with the shotgun and see if we can get one nice shot to take him down with. Like, surprisingly enough, it's not the T-Rex roars that get me. It's just, like, that sound of, like, the brush being pushed aside and something moving through it. Oh, there you are. You know what? Just for kicks, I'm going to try one raptor call. See if we get anything. No, it doesn't seem like it, so I think we'll take that and go. Yeah, the raptors are definitely seem to be living up to Jurassic Park, just how elusive and cunning they can be, considering we haven't had much encounters, but at least we got one this hunt, so that's good enough to head back for me, because we got a number of points thanks to these ankylosaurs. Don't ask me why I pronounce ankylosaurs like that, I think my brain is just going, so we thankfully did manage to get ourselves up and over the 500 point thing there, so that's one milestone out of the way. We still cannot quite get Tyrannosaurus Rex yet, but we can do more raptor hunting and work towards starting some Ceratosaurus hunts. A nice little bit of foreshadowing that we saw one this hunt. But for now, thank you all very much for joining me on this episode of Jurassic Park Hunter Legends. If you do like the series, be sure to give the video a like, and if you have any comments, tips, tricks, or anything whatsoever, leave them in the comments right down below. I always try to respond to any feedback that comes on the channel as soon as I can. But until I catch you all next episode, survivors, please remember as always to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.